What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Aeneas here. Today we're playing a blue-white control deck. This is a very similar deck to one I played earlier in the season, but I was looking through the decks I've played so far in the Brothers War, and surprisingly, this is actually one of the ones that I did the best with. I had a record of 6-1 with the deck, and I remembered that there were a few cards I didn't like with the original deck, so I thought this was a good chance to go back and make a few changes, make the deck a little bit better, and see if it's still as good as I remembered. And yeah, so let's go into it. So it's kind of your standard draw go control. The key card here is Teferi. That's our win con. We also have Wandering Emperor, which is like kind of a secondary win con, but typically you're going to win with Teferi. And then we have pretty much the whole deck is instant speed, removal, and a little bit of counter, a lot of draws, some life gain with the Union of the Third Path. And then Farewell is very crucial because this is kind of your equalizer. Typically in control decks, you need to have a card which catches you back up into the game because you spend most of the early game trying to get the card advantage win. So you need a sweeper of some sort or some card that gives you like a 3-for-1 value or something like that so that you can catch back up. So we want to buy some time with the early draw, with the early removal, and then play a Farewell and hopefully get at least 3 things with this, like 2 creatures and an artifact, or 2 creatures and an enchantment, 3 creatures, something like that, so that you can regain the advantage of the game. And then as soon as you do that, you drop down your big Planeswalker and you win, basically. The changes I made was adding 1 extra Farewell because, again, it's such a crucial part of the deck that I feel like you really need it. And I removed some of the Make Disappears because in any matchup besides the mono black matchup, I felt it wasn't very useful. A lot of times the soldiers decks will play around the Make Disappear with their flash cards or their like tempo counter spells or things like that. So it can be very tricky to use it effectively against aggro. And other decks like mono red, they often have 2 spells they play each turn, so you counter 1 and they still play another one. So it's not that great. And yeah, so pretty much only like mono black, which casts like the big Invoke Despair on turn 5, is useful. And then, you know, even if you get that, sometimes late game they can cast a second one on turn 7 and it's dead at that point. So yeah, it's been disappointing me a little bit. I'd rather have negate, and so then I replaced one of those for a Memory Deluge and one for a Farewell because I just think in the end that's just more useful for me. And then I also fixed the mana base a little bit, made it a little bit more efficient, a little bit more planes in there to help trigger your lay down arms. All right, yeah, that's it for the deck. So let's get into some games on the ladder and see how it goes. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, this hand is, I think it's keepable. We have 3 lands. We go first. We have some draw. We have removal. So probably decent enough. We really only have 1 planes, which means our laydown arms is a little bit bad. But at least we have the draw on turn 3. That's something. Okay, well, we do have a target for our lay down arms here, so let's go ahead and use it. Maybe we'll get another planes on turn 2. Blue-white, so maybe this is blue-white soldiers. Which, interesting enough, I think is kind of good for us. Alright, we got a white source but not a planes, so can't use it this turn, but we can cast our draw spell and gain some life. Ultimately, we just want to stall out until we can get Farewell, so just gaining the life is definitely fine. Guess what we don't want to see is a Thalia. It's gonna make everything cost more. Okay, no Thalia yet. We get our draw, we get 5 life, nice. Alright, there's the Sparos headquarters, that's good. They have mana up. There's like the Flash Soldier. They could have that. I didn't feel a stick though when we drew. So maybe they could have nothing? Or they could have the Flash 2 Mana Soldier. Or some sort of protection spell, possibly? Not sure. Guess we can see if there's a stick here. Okay, a little bit of stick, so they probably do have something. But I guess we go for it. Maybe they had a make disappear? No, it wouldn't have stuck. So it's probably the flash creature. Which is fine. So the flash is in here. Yeah, resolute reinforcements. Okay. Alrighty, no problem. So we're still fine. They might play the Lord here to buff all their soldiers. But no, looks like not. We do need to get our sweeper eventually. I guess we're still doing okay. I think we can scrutiny and draw 3. Could also memory deluge, but yeah, if we draw 3, then we do the union, we can heal for a lot, so let's go for that. And again, hoping they don't have Athalia. Okay. Seems alright. So we're gonna take 6, 7. But it's still not too bad. Oh, and they do nothing. Interesting. Maybe they have a counter? No, no counter. Okay. Another flash creature, perhaps? Well, we got our 6 lands. We can... What can we do here? So I think I want to get rid of the Denic. This is going to seem a little bit inoptimal, but in case I need to counter something... I suppose I can't stop their counter anyway with my make disappear, so... Alright, we'll just go for this then. Ooh, negate. Okay, that's big. That's a big one. So let's drop the Odawara. Let's lay down arms on this Denic. Because that can come back later. We don't want that to come back. And it's doing 2 damage. Alright. They had no answer. We have a counter if they do something here, but no, nothing. Alright, sweet. So we are looking pretty good. We're still at our starting life total, basically. Slowly whittling them down on resources. And pretty soon here we can get it to ferry down. I could get rid of this hopeful initiate, but I think we're okay on life, so I guess I'll wait. Probably gonna pass, yeah. Do I want to play the Teferi on my turn? I don't think so. I think I'll probably Memory Deluge. But maybe I still want to use this just to be mana efficient. Will save us at least 2 damage next turn. They'll have to replay it for 3 mana. It doesn't seem too bad. And then I can cast this here and try to get our land drop. Maybe look for that farewell. Okay, we got a land and another land. So that's a lot of land. No farewell yet though. Wonder if I want to cycle this for Fiend's Tower. Probably. Okay. So let's just do that. Get us closer to a farewell. Still not in much danger here. We're just taking 3. And we do have negate up if we need it. Okay, I guess I can't really stop that. And then they do nothing. So if I play Teferi, they're gonna kill it, right? Suppose I can draw off the Teferi. And then they have 5 damage on board right now. I don't like it either way, to be honest. I feel like I have to start getting a board presence. And if I don't play something here, then they flip their Cathar, which is not good. I could just draw some cards. Maybe I draw 4? How much damage? I'm gonna take 5, possibly 6, 7 damage. Okay, let's go for that. Draw 4. I have to discard something. I guess it'll be a negate. Alright, the Union though is nice because we can gain our life back basically. And we also have Wandering Emperor to get rid of at least one of these creatures. But I suppose they're being very patient. Alright, they flipped their Brutal Cathar. I suppose... Oh yeah, I can start with the Union of the Third Path. We'll get 8 life here. We can play the Aganjo as a land, probably. It'd be nice to play another spell here so it flips back to daytime. Protect, so I have to... How much do I have to pay for that? Holy cow. 1, 2, 3... And it was kicked. I guess I just negate this. Because I could pay 5, but I didn't want to tap out there, so... Do they have another one, possibly? They do. Alright, I'll use the make disappear this time. So this will flip it back to daytime, which is good. But we do gain less life here. We only gain 6 life. So that's unfortunate, but it's alright. Okay, so we're taking 6. So we gained 6, took 6. Trades off. It's fine. Now we have quite a big mana base, so we can start to Planeswalker plus do something. Ooh, okay. I did forget about that, so that does hurt quite a bit. And it flips because they didn't do anything. Okay, so I guess I'll get rid of this hopeful initiate. Maybe on my turn. Yikes, this is a little bit scary. Or maybe I don't want to flip it. If I Teferi here, and then I Wandering Emperor on their turn. So I would have a blocker, I would gain 2. And I will take 4 damage. So it's pretty... Yeah, it's cutting it close, but I think it's how I survive at least. Could also play the Wandering Emperor now. Exiling that, gaining the life for sure. And I have 5 mana up. would flip the Cathar, it would get rid of my token, so that would be bad. I could do this, I could have a Ganjo to kill one of them. I still think this is the safest bet, so alright, so I played Teferi. I make a token as a blocker.
No, I've always got time to fight, Eve. Knowledge is meant to be shared.
I think I'm gonna play this because I might want the mana. And then we'll just pass here. It's still nighttime. I guess they're gonna go. They're probably gonna pump and then go face, thinking they got it right, and then I'll have a way to stop it. But they might have another brutal Cathar as well. They can't brutal Cathar and pump, so that's what I'm banking on to survive here. Okay. Do they have something else? Maybe they have the counter. Uh-oh. Hope not. I should have definitely done this after the blockers. Okay, well, if we get punished for this, that'll be bad.
But I'm going to end it. I am almost sad to see you go.
Okay, so if I'm greedy, I can block one of these tokens, but I think I should try to save my life here. And count on getting like a farewell or something here. 10% to draw it, and I have more than one draw, so there's a pretty decent chance that I get it. Oh yeah, I guess I couldn't be greedy anyway, so that's good. Good thing I didn't do that. That would have been a blunder. Alright. So, let's see, how do I want to do this? I kind of want to make a token, but it also makes it so I can draw less. See, can I do this and cycle? No. Alright, so if I want to be safe, I should just do this one first. Alright, still no farewell. That's bad. 7 mana. I'm gonna actually keep the untapped land. I'm gonna drop these two off, I think. I'm gonna draw from here. Wandering Emperor, okay.
Years of training. May your blade strike.
Well, this is not good. How many cards did I play? I played 1. So this this might flip. I want it to flip though, so that I can not die to the ward, I guess. So, but if it flips, it also exiles my creature. I suppose I can could Teferi and make another token. Okay. I think this might be wrong.
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off.
I'm running out of time, so I'm not sure.
Is final.
Let's see how it goes. So I gain 2, and then I'm taking 3. They get a draw, and I have a token, but if they can kill this token in any way, then I lose. Okay, and they can. Alright, it was pretty close. We just needed the farewell. Maybe that's a reason to have a fourth farewell in the deck. I think if any point in that game I got a farewell, I would have won, but just never got it. Maybe making more tokens would have been the answer. So it was such a tough call though. Alright, well, on to the next game. Yeah, this hand is not bad. We have Soul Partition, Union of Third Path, Memory Deluge. We got a land. We go first. It's keep from me. All we need is like the fairy, maybe a farewell, and we'll probably be good. Opponent is thinking, I guess, if they want to mulligan or not.
2 hours later.
Where did you go, Sneaky Jiggy? Did you go pick up a package? Did you go grab a snack? Hit Q and then went to go get your dinner? What are you up to? Alright, well, finally the timer ran out. We get to go.
6 hours later.
Music on this map is kind of nice. I don't know if I've ever really listened to it, to be honest. It's always just kind of in the background. Guess this is like the D&D music, I think. Oh, okay, they're back. Oh, mono red, of course. Of course, it's mono red. They want their games to be fast, but then they also like randomly disappear on you. Weird. So I could exile this Kumano, or I could exile whatever they play, I suppose. Alright, let's just go. They go. They'll get their counter value here. Then I'll just exile whatever they played. Reckless Impulse, okay. That stinks. So do I want to exile this Kumano, or do I want to just do nothing? I mean, it's going to be a 2/2 next turn, right? And they only got 1 damage value off of it. Yeah, maybe I just exile it then. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll play Deserted Beach here and I'll use the Union. Would be nice to get the Sparrows down, but not that bad. We get some value here. We can still Deluge on turn 4. And probably I wouldn't play Teferi turn 5 anyway, so I think we're okay. Okay, they chose to play the Phoenix Chick. Maybe they have another Impulse or something. No, a Swift Spear, okay. And a Kumano. Alright, let's go ahead and gain the life. Doesn't really matter, but might as well just do it now. They're tapped out. So it's not like they can do anything differently. Alright, we did get the farewell, which is good, but I think we should have a turn 4 play. I'm gonna play the plains because later late on arms might matter. We'll bluff that we have something, but we just have a draw. Maybe they'll play this other Kumano, but they don't get to buff a creature if they do that. Unless they have another like Swift Spear in hand. Nope. At least they didn't play it first. Guess they still could, but it would have been better in the other order. Okay, it doesn't seem like it. Oh. Why did they wait? That's weird. Wonder what the reasoning was there. They thought I would play some flash creature maybe? The flash 1 ones? I don't know. Okay. So this is... we have our 6 lands already in hand. Suppose we could get the untapped land so we could play it to Teferi? If that's what we want to do? As just like a blocker? Could do that. Or we could get another farewell. Oh, which is better? Which is better? I'm gonna take quite a lot of damage next turn, right? 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6 or something like that. 6 or 7. I think it's better to have the blocker. Okay, so we have plenty of untapped lands at this point. Alright, so let's give up one of our Teferis. They might just even kill it with like a removal spell. But now we've got a token that can block something. Maybe they'll swing all at the Teferi. Save us some life. That would be good. Every turn that we can buy is, you know, time that we need to get our farewell off. Oh, and Mechanized Warfare is a little bit scary here. Especially if they got this removal in hand. Where are they swinging? Are they swinging anything at Teferi? Yes, the bird. Okay. So Teferi's dying for sure. They are also removing. Okay. And I take quite a lot of damage here. So that was...
No setbacks.
How much was that? Was that third? Was I at 13? I think this was a 3 and this was a 2 plus the 1/1. So it should have been 7 damage. So it was probably 7 damage. Okay. Well, thankfully we have the farewell, so we can play that. I guess I'll still play planes. And we'll say creature enchantment. And don't think I need to do graveyard or artifacts. That's just a land right now, so okay. Creature enchantments. Alright. So they still do have the land which can swing in. I can't stop it this turn. I have to hope they don't have like a lot of things in hand that they can deal damage to me. And I can get to Fairy down next turn. Okay, wow, that's annoying. So they can pump it? Do 4 damage this turn? Yikes. Alright. That's pretty scary. So, yeah, I have to play the untapped land here. We go to Fairy. And I suppose I'll make the token.
Bad when you lose.
They might kill my Teferi, or they might kill this, I don't know, but at least I have a removal for the land. And I'll need to try to dig up another removal. Alright. They're attacking with both, okay. I can block one. Yeah, they can't buff it because they already tapped, and then I'll kill the other one. Maybe they had like a play with fire. Or a lightning strike. I guess we'll make another creature so we can have a blocker, but... And I do have negate, that is kind of big that I have negate. So let's see if I can get maybe another counterspell of some sort. Okay, success. I have to drop 2 things off though. I think at this point I can get rid of the farewell. I know that sounds crazy, but mostly I just need to stop them from like killing my token or killing my Teferi. And then next turn I can make another token. And I guess stop them from killing my face, of course, but yeah. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. So everything's working out okay. We can make another 2/2. I can swing in with this giant creature and still have 2 negates up.
I've got eyes everywhere.
Probably can't cast this deluge because it leaves me pretty open. But I don't think I need it. I mean, each turn I'm going to be swinging in with more and more damage, so... Should be good. They didn't cast anything. I felt a stick, but no, they didn't cast anything. 1 damage to each opponent and each creature. Should be fine.
Oh, you caught me this time.
I assume they have like a lightning strike. I just won't tap out though. Alright. I can make another... But I think I have lethal here actually. Like I can draw here for lethal, and then when they maybe try to kill my face, yeah, okay. We negate it, and that's game.
Now
Awesome.
that is
Alright,
interesting.
so we beat mono red with the UI control. Nice. So next step, we gotta get revenge on the soldiers deck now that we added the 4th farewell. So hopefully we'll get that in the next matchup. But sweet. On to the next game. A little bit sketchy. We only have 2 lands. We do have a lay down arms, and not much else. So I don't know if we keep this. We do go second. Like, so there's a good chance we'll draw our land. Plus, we have 27 lands, so it's even better chance we'll draw our lands. But that's tough without a turn 2 or 3 play. I suppose we could cycle this on turn 3, as long as we get another blue source. We do have turn 4. Man, it's such a tough call. I think since we have the lay down arms, we at least have a way to slow aggro down. And we have a very high chance of getting our lands because we're going second and we have 27 lands. So I think it's okay. It could easily be a mulligan. I think it could go either way, but I'm gonna go for it. And we did get a turn 2 play. If they're an aggro deck of some sort. Maybe they're not. So mono black control, maybe? So is there a Lily coming down here? No. Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. That's fine, and we can union to gain some life. We can also kill this guy with our lay down arms if we want to. But I think just drawing and gaining the life is good. Helps us get our lands. And we gain like 8 lands or something crazy. Alright. Yeah, I think I can let it down. I can let them make their decision, and then when it's on the stack. Alright, then we go for it. Okay, so now I'm gonna discard something. I guess the Deluge, probably.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Okay. Alright, cool. We did get our land. That's pretty big. I suppose... Do I want to kill this Lily? Or do I just let him discard more stuff? I guess I should at least do the lay down arms on this Flesh Gorger. I'll take 3 and then it will get exiled, so they can't get it back or anything like that. I assume they're probably gonna like invoke Despair Me or something. But maybe it's fine. And what am I gonna drop off if they make me discard? If I kill the Lily now and they invoke Despair Me, they gain 3 cards, I take a little damage, but then I get to just like drop down my Planeswalker. Plus I kind of like my hand. But the other option is they lose stuff as well. And I don't have a great way to stop a Sheoldred. So perhaps... No, I think I'll just kill it now. I think I'll just kill it now.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
I guess I could have a second Lily. That would be like the worst case scenario, but okay. Trespasser's fine. I lose my deluge, but it's not a big deal. If I don't play something though, I will let them flip, which I don't really want to. Could make a token with Teferi and use it as a blocker, though they probably have removal. So maybe I just draw 3 cards? Play this and draw 3 cards? Sounds okay. I mean, that plays around a lot of stuff and gets me close to a farewell. In case they load up on the board even more. Okay, Invoke Despair. It's fine. Like, yeah, they get cards, but I'm already winning the card advantage war. So I don't have to worry about that too much. Okay, we got a land. Could exile this if I wanted to. Could also have used this and gain 1 extra life. So there's a little misplay there, I guess. Yeah, and I have to cast something, yeah. So I should have cast this first. Alright, we did get the farewell. So based on that, maybe I'll just wait. I can either Iganjo or Thirst. Probably gonna Thirst here unless they do something scary. And then we can look at farewelling. They invoke me again. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for. So then I can farewell in peace. Alright, discard the basic land, I guess. Oh, I didn't draw very many lands, did I? Okay, so we're gonna lose 1 life here, but then we get to farewell and get kind of a 3 for, well, 2 for 1, I guess. 2 for 1. Do I want to keep the Iganjo or the basic land? Alright, let's just do this. And we have another farewell if we need it. And do I need to get rid of the graveyard? Yeah, I guess so. So, artifact and graveyard. Just in case they have some recursion shenanigans, which it kind of looks like they do. Maybe they'll do another invoke, yeah, okay. Alright, so getting those negates is gonna be nice if we can find them. We do have 3. Bankbuster. Alright. Maybe I finally play Teferi here. Make a token. And I can Thirst for Discovery if I need to like buff it up or something.
Tragedy, even observers, knowledge.
I mean, Invoke Despair will be a little bit sad if they do get that. I have to hope not. Or they might have another Shuldred. Trespasser is fine. I guess I can crew their Bankbuster. But they don't know that I can also buff my token. Though if they have a 3rd Invoke Despair, I guess that's pretty bad. Because I'll be down at 3 life. No, I'll be down at 1 life actually. Okay, they're not attacking. A little bit surprising there. I see they're splashing white for something. Also kind of strange. Alright. Suppose that's fair. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Currently 9, 10. So I can do creature and artifact on my turn. And it doesn't leave me a whole lot, but I guess it's okay. I would have 2 mana up. Not a whole lot to do anything. Okay. I guess if they didn't have the invoke yet, I mean, pretty good odds they're not gonna have it. Maybe I can creature an artifact. Could also have like lay down arms on the creature, I guess, but alright. Let's go for this, and I'll make a token with the Teferi. I can draw one if I need to do something with that, but I guess I could dodge a cut down with that, but that's not ideal. A Lily, okay. So they're gonna make me sack this.
This is my home.
Oh,
and I
they're
don't
not.
appreciate it when people touch my things. I'm tired of your secrets.
Okay, interesting. Wonder why they chose that. It's very strange. Holding the scrutiny so that I can draw for more than one. I guess I'm gonna also make another token.
Knowledge is meant to be shared.
They must have like a removal here, I assume, right? Maybe I want to let them get their Lily plussing again. Well, I should have done the scrutiny before anyway, so.
Ugh, I really don't have time.
Yeah, let me draw. How many do I want to draw here? 4, I think, so I can keep the Wandering Emperor up, maybe? But do I really need the Wandering Emperor up? Maybe not. Okay, let me draw 6. That way I can have a negate, hopefully. So yeah, let's draw 6. Okay, cool. I did get the negate. Alright, and that was enough to make them scoop. Alright, sweet. Awesome. I mean, yeah, you have to be a little bit careful with your decisions in this deck, but as long as you're not too reckless, you can win. So, sweet. Alright. Yeah. Let's talk about it in post-game wrap-up, I guess. Alright, well that's it for the games. We only got to play 3 today because they take a little bit longer to play, but yeah, it was pretty fun for me and the deck did very well. We beat the mono red, we beat the mono black deck. We probably should have beat that soldiers deck, but you know, Pepega sometimes take too long to think and make some mistakes, so probably someone who is more used to this type of deck could definitely have won that game. But yeah, again, my fault, not the decks. Definitely felt like we had the win there if played a few lines differently. But yeah, I mean, the deck was strong. You know, going into this, I knew that this is a pretty good deck. I made a few minor tweaks and they seem to pay off. Like having the Memory Deluge was good for digging. Having the Farewell is good for beating the aggro decks and even the mono black decks. So I think both of those are improvement. And the other changes I made to the mana base also seem good. So I think this deck could be like a secret top tier deck. According to Untapped GG, I think it's sitting at tier 2. So maybe it is tier 2. But it's definitely a strong tier 2, and I think anyone who's like somewhat good at control and the draw go type of decks like that will be very good at piloting this deck. So this is something to consider if you like this style of deck, and I definitely think it would get you there. So all right, yeah, hope you enjoyed the games. Go out there, have some fun, and until next time, I will see you.